final, 2-5 about Proper Heiress. What I will say is there's a couple that won't parade here, traps 1 and 4, Our Mystery and Chelm's Bear, and leading them out is our boy again. It is the one that I just forgot the name of, Glengar Bobby, because I've got so many names in my head. Glengar Bobby, retired and loving it. He looks very smart as well. His coat looks beautiful. So if you haven't got a retired greyhound, do make sure you check out our greyhoundrehoming.com. It's the
That is not Quill Quids.
That is not Quill Quids. Quill Quids is on his way. Our Mystery, he won't parade. In 2023, he was the Irish Produce Stakes 3rd Olympic semi-finalist. In 24, he reached the blue ribbon semis. He was off for a spell, but he seems back to his best now. Here's the champ, Proper Heiress. Steel City Cup and Eclipse semi-finalist. Then he went on to win the Olympic. He was then a blue ribbon finalist, and he then went on and stormed to victory in the Winter Derby and the Kent Plate. He is seeking his 4th Category 1. Mark Wallace, I will say, has won this race before, just once with Drumcrow Brent. Queen Shakira, 3 Cat 1 semis as a puppy, was a 24 and 25 Kent Plate finalist. Brighton Bell 3rd. She's probably due a top prize of her own for Liz and Rab McNair, who've never won the Sussex Cup. Neither's June Harvey, who has Our Mystery. Trap 4 was Chelm's Bear, 24 second in the Monmouth Puppy Derby, 3rd in the Olympic, and 3 steps 3rd as well for Craig Morris. 0 wins in this race. This is Quill Quids. Toughest task to date, is the most inexperienced in the field and could surprise Forester Driver, who's had a really, really good year. No Better Feeling, who's on the card later on. His testament to that. 0 wins, though, in the Sussex Cup so far. Slick Sentinel, Eclipse 2nd, Blue Ribbon 2nd, Derby semi-finalist for Patrick Janssens, who's got 2 previous winners of this race, Barricane Tiger and Bocco's Doomy. Who wins it?
The most likely winner, of course, is Proper Heiress. You've just reeled off his successes and they are monumental. Derby disappointment notwithstanding, he's back to his best. That was brilliant in the semi-finals, as it was in the heats. He won the Coral Olympic here. He knows Hove. He runs Hove really, really well. I just think Slick Sentinel out in Trap 6 has got a chance to lead. He was just dragged back in that semi-final, and then to come back again against Queen Shakira, I thought it was a really good run. Good luck to Craig Morris. You just heard from him, Barntic Bear, and now Chelm's Bear, an absolute star. Now with Lee Heiress. He's so popular, but it's going to have to be a little bit of a crowded race, you feel, for the likes of Chelm's Bear to get there. But good luck to June Harvey, good luck to the McNairs, Craig Morris, and Esther Driver as well. They had such a great run, of course, with No Better Feeling in the Derby, reaching the semi-finals. Good luck to Esther and Paul Salis, who's still growing his beard, and he says he will only have a shave when Chelsea stop winning trophies. He's going to look like Father Christmas in a few years, don't you think?
Are they good at winning trophies?
The Blues, they are. I'll explain later. Joe knows well, and well done to Hinkley Town winning 4-2 in the FA Cup for our Gone to the Dogs colleague, the manager Joe Keneally. Well done.
Yeah, they had a bit of a rough start to the season with a 6-0 defeat, so they've turned that around with a 4-2. Well done, Joe. I know you'll be watching, if not right now and live, you will be watching at some point in the future. Plenty on the 2, come on the 6, 2-4-6 combo, try, cast. Good luck, 6 for me, 2 a top class jog, 2 is Poetry in Motion. Yes, I think he is. Daryl, who wins it?
As Hobbsy says, the most likely winner is Proper Heiress, so I'm not going to steer away. But the key moment could come very early, couldn't it? Because Our Mystery in Trap 1 can trap, we know that. He'll be edging away slightly from the fence. So, do you remember when Proper Heiress won at Monmouth the Winter Derby? I could have stopped commentating after 2 seconds. He was that far in front. But the early moments could tell here, couldn't it? The Coral Sussex Cup final, wonderful history. So good this race is still over 5:15, of course. That is what it is all about, that long run to the corner. Good luck to them all. Here we go. Racing away. And from the boxes, a level enough start. Slick Central moving up. Proper Heiress has got by Our Mystery and will turn on the inside and now just move on. So Proper Heiress, the favourite, goes on. Queen Shakira is a length and a half away. Then Slick Central in the stripes. Chelm's Bear is beginning to make a run. They're clear of Our Mystery. Quill Quids, it's Proper Heiress though by 2.5 lengths. Queen Shakira is trying to make some progress. Then Slick Sentinel, Chelm's Bear back in 4th. It's Proper Heiress. It is the Olympic champion. And now the Sussex Cup winner. The perfect 6 from 6 over course and trip. Proper Heiress, another big prize. Chelm's Bear in 2nd. Ran on strongly. Queen Shakira got 3rd. But we salute you proud. Proper Heiress, what a super dog he is.
What a super dog. 29.63, the unofficial winning time of the Sussex Cup final, sponsored by Coral. But what a dog this is, Hobbsy.
Extraordinary, and that's another major trophy for Proper Heiress. When you think Kent Plate, Winter Derby, the Juvenile Championship, the Olympic, and that battle with Slick Sentinel into the first bend. Pat Jansen's runner was right there for Keith Allsop, but so too was Proper Heiress on the inside. And once in front, you're not going to dislodge this greyhound. He is so strong running. He's an absolute brute of a dog in front. And well done to Mark Wallace, to the MWD partnership, Mike and Michelle, 2 away and gone. Fair play to Chelms Bell in trap 4, run on for second. Hats off to Craig Morris, he'll be delighted.
Unbelievable for Proper Heiress, and we can head for the first time to Gayle May.
Right, well, if the volume of the parader is anything to go by, I think that's what got him over the line. Well done, Dan, you must be delighted.
Over the moon, that's it. Such a great run. He's a fantastic dog, and you know he's not come away as well, but his pace to the bend is just fantastic. You know, once he was led, he's never going to get beat because he just absolutely loves this track. You know, and he's a brilliant dog.
Yes, he's 6 out of 6 from here, and is that his 3rd Cat 1 win, I think?
I think that's his 4th Cat 1 win overall, yeah. So obviously one here last year and then one more in Central Park as well. So that's his 4th Cat 1, 2nd one here. So he's just a brilliant dog, you know. Can't say no more about him. He's got everything you want in a dog: early, middle, stays. He wants to win. He drives the bends. Can't say no more about him. He's just a fantastic dog.
Yeah, well done. Go and celebrate. So pleased for you.
Thank you very much.
Well done, dude.
What a run. And the MWD partnership, I mean, we were just stood behind them because they were outside screaming, cheering and everything else, and just getting him across the line. But it was the crucial point here, Hobbsy, when he's got ahead of everybody into the run to the first bend, and after that, this lad doesn't get pegged back.
He doesn't. He's very strong running in front. He's an absolute star. Do you remember the Juvenile Championship at Toaster up against Bocco's Diamond? And on that occasion, it was Mark Wallace who, flying the flag for England, won the race, and Bocco's Diamond, I think, was 3rd, wasn't he, in the end? And Droopy's Plunge was 2nd. I mean, the form of that race is just astonishing. The time Grand Nutrition Juvenile, when you think now, Proper Heiress 1, Droopy's Plunge 2, Bocco's Diamond 3. Extraordinary. And at that point, he was a big player for the Derby. There was Derby disappointment. 2nd round, I think he was knocked out. But it wasn't right. He's come back, great training performance, and he's back where he belongs, at the top table.
And just a raw speed into that first bend. I mean, we saw it in the Winter Derby. I think it's still one of the best races of the year for me, when he was just so fast into that first turn. And I remember Steve Nash putting on Twitter, yes, that is the first bend photograph, because he was so far ahead up to the first corner. Darryl, can you confirm our result, please?
Well, here it is, Danny. Proper Heiress has won a 3rd Cat 1 this year. Now, you know, winning 3 Cat 1s puts you in the sort of Greyhound of the Year realm, and we're only in the 2nd day of August. 29.64, by the way, is the 2nd fastest of the year. I'll give you no prizes for guessing who's got the quickest and the 3rd quickest of the year, and the quickest last year. Chelms Bear ran on strongly to get 2nd at 7-1. And Queen Shakira was back in 3rd at 10-1. Not the shortest price winning favourite in the Sussex Cup. 4 dogs won at 2-5 previously. I'm not going to list them all, but they're all superstars. But 4-9 is short enough, but money in your pocket if you backed him.
And then a lot of people will be going for the Imperial Kennels double later on with Monge's Wild as well. It's
a very, very good start. I remember Ballinacil Liam just edged out by a brilliant performance from Shadow Storm. But yeah, I mentioned earlier, this Sussex Cup has an extraordinary, 50-year plus history. When you think, you know, grounds like Yankee Express on there, the Jolly Norman, Hit the Lid, Slippy Blue, you're talking Derby champions, you're through to Smoking Bullet, Vinnie Jones and all the crew, for Barnfield on Air and Tom's the Best, Phantom Flash, through to Derek Knight's hatful of winners. Of course, he trained Ninja, Candle in Monsoon, and last year's winner, New in Benny. Bocco's Doomy for Pat Jansen's. Extraordinary run of success and a worthy name at the top of the Roll of Honour now.
And I think the whole of Imperial Kennels is on the podium, and I'm sure Jason will be talking to quite a few. What a run, Jason.
What a run indeed. An absolute superstar. Proper Heiress wins the Coral Sussex Cup final. I've got to come in it. First of all, champ, you I saw that look in your eye earlier on when we were at the trophies.
That was a really, really good race, you know, Slick Sentinel, Chelms Bear and Rubs, and you know, it was a terrific race, and but he's just went to plan there. You know, he trapped better than he has trapped before. and we knew Slick Sentinel would go up with him, but of course he's got that inside pitch, which was vital, and Chelmsford Bear was going to come after him, but he held it in the semi-final, and thankfully he held it again tonight. You know, another great performance from a great dog.
I mean, he likes it at a lot of places, but he does run this track particularly well.
Yeah, he loved Hove for the Olympic, and he's, you know, we gave him that break after he got knocked out of the Derby. Looked like he'd had maybe a race too many there, and he needed a break, and we proved that was the right decision. 6 weeks off, and he's come back as fresh as anything and bang into competition form.
And I'm going to go and have a word with some of the... Daniel, first of all, I'm ignoring Emily on purpose. He's achieved so much, but there's a lot more to come.
Yeah, hopefully, you know, he's 3 next month, you know, and hopefully we've got another good year with him. I say it's his 4th category one now, his 2nd one here, and he's just a fantastic dog. He's got everything you want in a top-class ground, and yeah, he just never fails to disappoint us, you know.
I'll talk to you later, Emily, but I've got to go across to Mike and Michelle here. Mike, looking at the trophy. I hope you're not using it as a mirror, Mike.
We've been on it before, so it's 4 years ago since Drumgrove Brent was on here, so it's really good to be back.
And that year you did the double, didn't they? Will it be a double delight later on tonight? I'm going to shift out the way so we can concentrate on the brilliant winner of the Coral Sussex Cup. It was, of course, Proper Heiress!